YouTube channel. Halloween has arrived.
Well, now you've seen all my teeth anyway. Welcome back. It's Halloween day. I'm hoping it is by the time you watch this video anyway. I've timed this one slightly differently so it does come out on Halloween instead of coming out about 7 o'clock on the east coast of the States. It's Halloween. It's not the biggest celebration in the world over here in the UK, but I know it's massive around the world, and I figured let's try and do something a little bit different. It's a theme deck. It's going to be something that you'd probably expect to see on Halloween, but I want to have a bit of fun with this anyway. And it's one of the cards I've been thinking about building a deck around for quite a while now. So, without further ado, let's talk about Josu Vess Lich Knight. I had to do something that was kind of thematical for Halloween, and the best thing I could come up with really quickly when I was thinking about this the other day was zombies. Lots of zombies everywhere, and I decided to go down a pure mono black deck. Now, what I will say is in this deck there is none of the special cards from the Walking Dead Secret Lair in here. It is purely what you can get on MTGO and purely what you can get in real life. It's not a too expensive deck. There are cards you can take out, but it is a theme deck, and it is zombies, and it is Halloween, and I just want to do something that's really thematical for that day, really. So here we go. This is my take on Josh. So, Josu Vess Lich Knight, 2 black for a 4/5 legendary zombie knight. So it's a zombie to start with. Comes with Menace, and it's got a kicker cost 5 and a black. When Josu Vess enters, if it was kicked, you get to create 8 2/2 black zombie knight creature tokens with Menace. Yeah, we're going to swarm the board. We're going to do it like you see in The Walking Dead and all the rest of it, where there's just hordes and hordes of zombies. So, how are we going to do this? Quite simply, really, with just lots and lots and lots of things that gives us zombies, and then lots and lots of land to help us get there. So, just to go through the land, I'm not going to go through it. As you can imagine, most of the land in this deck is swamps. A couple of things I'll point out. We've got Enclaimed Territory, because I figured why not? We wanted something a little bit different. Urborg's in. We've also got Secluded Courtyard. Nykthos, because most of the stuff we'll be playing will be black. And it's a monocolour deck. I like Nykthos, Shrine of Nyx. It is one of those cards you want to play, though, mainly in a mono deck. It is, you can get away with it sometimes in a 2-colour deck, but once you get beyond that, I think you just need to keep it straight to the 1-colour deck, single-colour decks. And in this deck, with all the things we're going to be talking about in a minute on the screen, you'll see why I think it's pretty good to have it in here. Nephilim Academy is just a bit of fun. I wanted something that, looked a bit creepy, a little bit spooky in the deck, hence why it's here. And then all the other black lands you can think of, including Miroko's Centre of the Sea, just so we can draw some cards, or everyone draws cards. Memorial of Folly. I've chucked in a Marsh Flats because I have one to go with my Fable Passage and Field of the Dead. This is a zombie deck. If Field of the Dead belonged in any deck, it is this one, hence why it's here. Just go through the rest of it. Obviously, because I've got Urborg in here, Tomb of Yawgmoth, I've also included Cabal Coffers, Cabal Stronghold. I also put Darksteel Citadel in, just so I can have something that's indestructible if we need it. It might come to that. And a Field of the Rune, just so we can blow up things that's going to annoy us. The ramp's not too bad in this deck. Some of it's expensive. Some of, Mana Crypt, expensive in real life. Not too bad on MTGO. But we've got Mana Crypt, we've got Soul Ring, we've got Soul Talisman, Soul Ring, Charcoal Diamond, and the Celestus, because zombies come out at night. That was my reasoning anyway, so hence why it's here. Doesn't do anything. I've got nothing that triggers between night and day in the deck apart from this. But zombies come out at night, so I figured, hey, let's have it in the deck and have some fun with it. So, the actual deck itself. It's every zombie that I think's really worthwhile playing in a deck like this, or things that interact with zombies. So, we'll try and break it down really quickly. We've got Champion of the Parish. We've got Festering Goblin, Festering Mummy, Falmir Knight, Shambling Goblin are some of the zombies in the 1-drops. The rest of the 1-drops, Crawl from the Cellar. Return target creature card from your graveyard to hand. You chuck a +1/+1 counter on one of the zombies you'll hopefully have in play. We've got Graph Harvesting, because zombies you control have Menace. Why not? Let's give all the zombies Menace. Something people don't expect to see. And it's got a nice little ability that if you can't get your creatures back, you can exile them and make a zombie token. We want more zombies. Elixir of Immortality, because, you want to be able to become a zombie, because a zombie is immortal unless it gets killed, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe that's more vampires. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun with zombies. Hence why I'm just trying to justify it in this deck. Black Cat's a zombie, and I wanted a cute zombie. Cemetery Recruitment. Return target creature card from your hand to your graveyard. If it's a zombie card, draw a card. Now, I think there's only one creature in the whole deck that isn't a zombie, and it's this one down here. It's a golem. But hey, you know, got to protect your tomb somehow before the zombies rise, haven't you? So golems protect tombs, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Make it up as I go along at the moment. Anyway, we've got Ghoul Caller's Accomplice. It's another, well, it isn't a zombie, but it does create zombies. So, you know, when it dies, we can exile it and get a zombie from it. So it does turn itself into a zombie. Jadardin, Ghoul Caller of Nelithith. We might as well have it in. Okay, it's a decaying zombie. You can't do a lot with it apart from attack. But hey, at least it gives you one every turn. Spiteful Returned is a zombie, which is quite nice. It's also got the nice bestow ability. So you can cast it as an enchantment on a creature. And if it becomes a creature again when it's not attached to a creature. So basically, you can put this on a creature. The creature gets killed. You get this as in play as a 1/1. It's got a nice little ability, though. Whenever it attacks or the enchanted creature attacks, you get the defending player loses 2 life. And I thought it was quite worthwhile playing in this deck. Tainted Adversary is one of the ones from, I can't remember, Midnight Hunt. There you go. It's quite nice, especially if you can play it when you've got one of these in play. Just to go out and put all those +1/+1 counters on it, and then get all those nice little 2/2 zombies with decay. Yeah, they've got decay again, but hey, it's a nice ramp of number of zombies you have in play. Horde. Rite of Precinct 6 gives us all +1/+1 for all the creature cards on our opponent's graveyards. Withered Wretch to take out those annoying cards in graveyards. Bastion of Remembrance produces a white human soldier. But it's just the ability I'm interested in. I don't care about the white soldier token. Yeah, that can block something as soon as possible and die because it's not a zombie. Don't care about it. But having all our creatures die and then everyone loses one and we gain one for each creature that goes seems like a really good plan. Hence why Fleshbag Marauder's in here. It's a zombie. Yeah, I really did try and go down the zombie route. Headless Rider's in as well. This is a zombie which I forgot about from Innistrad. One of them, which one was it? Crimson Vow. There you go. And it's quite nice because when it dies or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie token. So since everything is a zombie, we're going to be creating tokens with this in play. So it's all good. Lord of the Curse from Amraket. Give all our zombies a pump and they can all gain menace if we haven't got any other way of doing it. Likewise, Meat-Knight Reaper's in. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Yep, okay. Card draw. Oath of Liliana. We've got Planeswalkers in this deck. It sacrifices a creature when it comes into play. When a Planeswalker comes into play, they generate a zombie automatically at the end of the turn, so that's really nice. Thraben Foulbloods, just for the fact you can probably get Delirium out at some stage. There is enough different types of cards that hopefully we'll get in our graveyard so we can give this menace automatically at 3/2. But it pumps really nicely with some of the things. Wall of the Limbs, we've got a little bit of life game in here. And, you know, it might be the case we get up to 7 mana and can sack it off and kill someone with it, hence why it's here. Cemetery Reaper, make our zombies bigger. Exile cards from our graveyard to make more zombies. Good for me. Death Baron, make our zombies bigger and give them death touch so they become really hard to block. Liliana, Heretics Healer's in as well, mainly because whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it, it becomes Defiant Necromancer and you get a zombie. And then you can start discarding cards, returning non-legendary creatures to the battlefield, and the -8's really nice. You get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. If you can get this up to -8, you're going to be winning the game. There's no if, buts, or maybes about that, just so we're clear. The next Liliana, the Last Hope. Mill 2 cards, return a creature card from your graveyard. You want to get this to the -7 as soon as you can, though, just so you can start making zombie tokens, because it's all about zombies, this deck. Nothing fancy about it. Lord of the Undead pumps our zombies up even more, and then we get to return zombie cards from our graveyards to our hand. So, you know, yay, let's go for it. And finally, the original, the one and only Zombie Master. I couldn't find, I mean, it's the original artwork from back in the day. This is from the Master set on MTGO, but it gives all our zombies Swamp Walk. And by having Urborg in play, you can see where I'm going with this, can't you, everybody? Right, Celestus we've talked about. So, going over to the 4 drops. Durag Necromancer. You don't need snow lands to do this with, I worked out. It's a snow creature, don't care about that. But Oh, you may spend mana from snow sources. Though it's mana. Okay, you do know snowlands. Whoops, my bad. This is going to be coming out right now in front of you. Or I might just go and buy some snow swamps. Check the deck list. If I've got snowlands in, they'll be in the deck list below. So, okay, we do need snowlands. My bad. I will change the basic swamps to snowlands, snow swamps shortly. So, but that'll be in the deck list below. So ignore that bit of the video. Gavany Unhallowed. Whenever another creature you control dies, put +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, okay. And it says creatures. Doesn't say non-token creatures. It just says creatures in general. Gravedigger is one of the original zombies. Had to have it in the deck. Tormod the Desecrator. Things will be bouncing in our graveyard, even if it's just with Gravedigger. So, you know, it might create the odd zombie now and then, but it is a 4/2 zombie wizard, which is quite big, and it's still a zombie, so it gets all the benefits from all our other little things down here. Damnation, because, you know, at some point we do need to blow everything up, undoubtedly, and kill all our zombies off, but hey, that's the way it goes. Endless Ranks of the Dead. We get to create zombies. As long as we've got one zombie in play, you can round, if we've got 2 zombies in play, at the beginning of our upkeep, we do get an extra zombie, and then it keeps going up from there and there and there. So hopefully this will just produce a zombie after zombie after zombie eventually. Liliana Untouched by Death was a card I completely forgot about from M19, and it is quite nice because you may cast zombie spells from your graveyard this turn. Why would you not want to at -3? But +1 and milling the cards, and if at least one is a zombie, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2 is not a bad little +1 anyway. The -2 isn't bad either, where you get target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. Since we're going to have a whole load of zombies in play, this is going to deal with things left, right, and centre, I'm hoping. Risen Executioner, can't block, but ever zombies get +1/+1, and you can cast it from the graveyard if you pay 1 more to cast it for each other creature in your graveyard. So it does come back, and, Cabal Coffers, Stronghold, Urborg will be okay with this, I think. Skinrender, I couldn't find the original one it came out in, but it is a zombie, and chucking some -1/-1 counters around isn't a bad plan. Undead War Chief. Zombie spells cost 1 less to cast. Zombie creatures you control get +2/+1. So this comes in itself as a 3/2 for 4 mana, and having the ability to reduce the cost of our zombies is really nice. Zombie, expensive, with kicker, reduce it. Nice, thank you. You could take this out, and if you've got a Jet Medallion, it's probably better to play Jet Medallion. I had a look at the price of Jet Medallions on MTGO. They're still a little bit outside of what I'm happy to pay for them, so we'll see if they come down a little bit. But, if you've got a spare one, you want to donate it to me, wait till I'm streaming on Twitch and come and talk to me, and, thank you. Grimoire of the Dead, because we are talking about zombies. Discard the cards, put them all back into play, and they all become black zombies in addition to their other colours. I suspect this will attract more artifact hate than anything else in the deck will do, but at the end of the day, it's a Grimoire of the Dead, and we're playing a zombie deck. Why would you not have it in here? Rashcast Gravecallers in, just so we can exploit a creature and get some zombie tokens. Rise from the Grave, to return anything from the graveyard and make it a zombie. God Eternal Bontu is a zombie apparently nowadays, so we can sacrifice it, draw that many cards, and then when it dies it goes 3rd from top of our library, so it seemed good to me. Grey Merchant of Asphalt is a zombie. We've got enough devotion to black in this deck that we're going to be gaining a whole ton of life when we cast this, so hence why it's here. Liliana's Death Majesty is probably the one you've been waiting for. We all know it creates a zombie and you mill a card. The -3 is nice. The -7 is even better in this deck because it blows up everything that isn't a zombie. Likewise, Liliana's Mastery, +1/+1 for all our zombies, and gives us 2/2/2s, which become 3/3s because this is in play. So, nice little bonus. Living Death. Zombies are living, they're dead. Living Death makes sense in my head. Open the Graves. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, so more zombies. Sidisi, just so we can exploit things and go and search something out we might need to win. Liliana, Living Death, Liliana's Mastery, so on and so forth. Ever After, to return some of our zombies from our graveyard and put this on the bottom of our library, so and they become zombies, but everything's zombie anyway. Grave Titan's a cheat. It creates 2 zombies. It attacks. It creates 2 zombies. It's a giant. I think it should be a zombie giant by now, but hey, it hasn't been, as far as I'm aware, it hasn't been errata to be that. So, but it looks like a zombie, so it's close enough for me. Helldozer, to blow up lands that are annoying us. Zombie Apocalypse, return all zombie cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, tap, then destroy all humans. There's a lot of human decks kicking around at the moment. And this gives us a way of just getting back all our creatures, unlike Living Death that brings back everyone else's as well. So, hey. Of course, we're playing zombies. You know, this is producing an army of knights. The knights need things to push forward, so we might as well have the army of the damned in. Now, I could have played the artifact in this deck that lets me play everything untapped, and I have got one somewhere, but I can't see it quickly in my collection above there. But I decided against it and just play the army of the damned that way. Dark Salvation is the last card in the deck. Each target player creates X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Then up to one target creature gets -1/-1 until the end of the turn for each zombie we control. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. But that's it. That's my zombie deck. That's my little sort of like nod to Halloween. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you think I've missed any major zombies that I should have in the deck, let me know in the comments down below. I read all the comments. I try and respond to any comments that are made on all my videos. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, come and give me a follow on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it as well. But this is it. This is my zombie deck. I hope wherever you're watching this from, you have a great day today from Halloween. And hopefully I'll see you on Twitch soon. Take care. Enjoy your Halloween celebration wherever you are in the world. See you soon. Bye.